following clip was played by Russia Today, RT, on YouTube. See if you notice anything wrong with it. So as you watch this clip now, you angry? You mad? You think that the police are beating these kids for no reason at all? It would seem that way, wouldn't it? That's what RT wants you to think. Because they're trying to provoke you. Why? I don't know, but let me show you what the real clip looked like and what they cut out of the beginning. So did you catch that? Just see what the guy did in the beginning. Here, watch it one more time. Now watch as the punk in the beginning points up at the camera, then tells the officers, go ahead, ready, start. And then they look around, they say, you ready? Alright, begin. Now, you didn't see that beginning. They cut it out. They only show you the part where the kid's hand was in the air, and then he put it down to his side. So you thought that they was unprovoked. Points up to the cameraman, right? Now, tells the officer, yep, go ahead, start, we're filming. And then they begin. Totally staged, 100% staged. Now, who is that kid? Who are the officers, and who's taking instructions from who? Now let's go back to New York. Let's look and see about the pepper spray incident. See if there's anything there to say that it was staged. Did you catch the one in the gray shirt, what she was doing with her hand? Well, she's the protester that was topless that you'll see later on, and we'll talk about who she really is, but look at her hand this time. So she's pumping her finger up and down like she's spraying a bottle of mace. So she's giving the sign that the scene is coming up to get over here to film it. And once again, here you can see her pumping her finger up and down like she's spraying a bottle.
Tell me what happened.
I was standing right here with these guys.
Yeah.
Whatever, topless.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to stay off the sidewalk because I know they don't want us on the sidewalk. I'm expecting them.
Uh-huh.
The photo on the left, of course, is New York, naked protester. The photo on the right is Canada, the G20 event last year, with Officer Bubbles.
A YouTube video showing a confrontation between a G20 protester and an officer has gone viral.
If the bubble touches me, I'm going to be arrested for assault. Do you understand me?
This is the protester that was blowing the bubbles that got arrested. Does she appear in the New York event? She sure does. With her partner from the pepper spray incident and from the G20, right there behind her.
The police officer who was caught on tape pepper spraying the female protesters has been identified, and he's been identified by the group Anonymous. So they identified him as Deputy Inspector Anthony Baloney.
Yeah, you were right then.
Fascinating
You were
name.
right. Ben called that one.
Yeah.
And it turns out that he is currently being investigated for false arrest and civil rights violations from a 2004 protest at the Republican National Convention.
Yeah, here's one thing. And look, I looked at the video. I watched it like 5 times now. I don't know what those women were doing, but they didn't deserve to get pepper sprayed.
No.
Under any circumstance, and they did. But the only problem, slightly, with Tony Baloney, is that, like, you can't just in a thing mention that he's under 2004. I mean, cops get accused of stuff all the time, and it's good that there's a process that needs to be investigated, needs to be taken seriously. But one accusation from 2004, and you're like, civil rights violations, that does not, we cannot cast an aspersion that this is like a dirty cop. We don't know.
No, but you can cast an aspersion after you see him
if he's the guy, whoever
with
pepper sprayed him,
insufficient reason to pepper spray.
And then check it out. Like, the important part of the video is that, like, so back it up a little bit. Can you guys do that? Right after they get pepper sprayed, to the right of the screen, you'll see these cops in white shirts. Like, at the moment of the public's despair when they're injured, these cops, they clear out.
Yes.
Like, they're like, gotta go, another call. Something else is going on somewhere else. Like, you would think that at that moment, maybe you should stay in the vicinity, but there's these cops, I guess, and they're the cops who we think, or one of the cop who did it.
Yeah.
But these guys, like, they leave the scene, like,
They do.
Got my pepper spray, gotta get out, gotta go to Starbucks.
Yeah, it's ridiculous rather than helping them. In fact, there was another woman who was standing by the 2 female protesters, and she wasn't directly sprayed in the face. However, just being in that vicinity made her feel the effects of being pepper sprayed, right? So she was in pain. She was, like, tearing up, asking people for water, and she kept noticing that police officers weren't doing anything.